everybody. This is for the adults and teens. Listen, we're closed, but good news, we got plenty of parking. Plenty of parking. And they're not making beer up there, or at least it doesn't smell. But they are making a lot of noise. So if you hear some extra noise, it's the beer guys kicking around some empty kegs. I know it's been crazy, but I'm glad you're watching on the website or YouTube or these videos that we're posting. And I want to give a big shout out to Sensei Chris, who's been helping me do these and do the videos. So what I'd like to think about is the theme of optimism. And that's going to be the theme. That was the theme for March, or that would have been the theme for March. I had that written up. But optimism, is looking on the brighter side of things. Trying to understand that even in a negative situation, it's only temporary. And this too shall pass. So I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about how that plays into home, to work, into your training, into your social distancing, how you still interact with people, and the optimism that you share in this situation to help others overcome such a, what would seem like a bleak and disastrous situation. Okay, so with that being said, let's face the showman. Showman ni taishi, showman ni, right? Otagai ni taishi, otagai ni, right?
Sensei ni, right?
All right. So warm-ups, you should do some warm-ups on your own prior to watching the video or doing the Zoom class when we do the Zoom class. But little things you can do in terms of warm-ups would be stretching. Think of all the different stretching exercises you can do. These videos that we're making are only 10, 12, 15 minutes long, so we're not going to go into a bunch of, I'm not going to sit down and do a bunch of stretching. You can do stretching on your own at home. Think about the different types of stretching, or if you have an exercise bike at home or exercise equipment, use it. Stay active. Go for a walk. Get out there when it's nice. In terms of your karate, you should break it down into thinking about your basics and what type of basics you have and you can work on from beginner to intermediate to advanced levels. How you can add something to those basics, how you can plug it into a kata, a drill, or a self-defense technique. So here's what I'd like to try to do today. Let's pick a couple techniques, one of which is the middle block. So start in your front stance, hands up, and think about the Osoto Uke, from the outside in, moving your arm and forearm, using your waist, sinking, and blocking. Quick snap to offset the punch. This is the punch, it's coming in, it's attacking, right? We want to move that punch to the side. Now, we can stand and take a stance in our karate stance and smash it to the side and then counter. We can move to the side or move to zero pressure and then counter. I want you to try both of those. Begin with just moving forward and back. Step forward and block. Step forward and block. Step forward and block. Step forward, block. Step back and block. Step back and block. And when you practice, pull from one of the other videos of practicing slow, practicing fast, to slow, for proper technique. And think about where you're blocking. Is it on the forearm? Are you choosing to use the hammer portion of your hammer fist? Can you do these open-handed? Is it the shuto edge you're going to block with? Is it the palm edge you're going to block with? Think about how you're blocking. Are you using your forearm? Think about that action from the outside in and how you're blocking. So first you start straight line. Next, you're always thinking about getting offline, just like when we do our knife or weapons attacks. So think of the attack coming in and getting offline, moving off on an angle. Bring the feet up, step back. Osoto uke, get off line. Move off the line of the attack. I'm attacking you, you move offline. The attack comes in, move offline. Use your block to attack. Use it to strike. Use it to block. Use the other hand to pull and strike. Grab, pull the attacker, strike. Think about using the forearm to hit. Think about using the hammer fist to hit. These are all things that you can do to just pick a single technique and enhance it. Work on the bunkai, the dynamics, the fundamentals of what makes the technique a good technique. Next, always think about having whatever technique you're working and what can be a counter or a follow-up strike to it or with it. In this case, because it tends to be the lead hand blocking, I like the back fist. Block, back fist. Block, back fist. Block, back fist. Block, shuto. Block, ridge hand. Whatever it's going to be a quick snapping strike off of that lead hand. And then when you begin to add in the rest of your basics of angling offline and then attacking, angling offline and then attacking, it just makes for a smoother flow of technique. Always think what you can add to your technique. And then think about, hey, are those techniques in my kata? Where are they in my kata? Is there an osoto uke in your kata? Is there a back fist in your kata? Which katas? And if there's not an osoto uke, or you can't find one, what are the same dynamics or movement of the body and waist to create that strike? And then where does the next technique follow from? Those are things that you can think about. The other skill that you should work on would be a self-defense skill. We did a few katas in the last couple classes. But what about a self-defense strike or technique? Simple, easy. Somebody throws a haymaker. A big punch at the side of your head. Nobody wants to get hit. Yes, you can duck. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can do that. You can do a lot of different things. So if you have a technique that's your favorite or your go-to technique, then go to it. Practice it. If you don't, or if you want to practice something different, think about how you're going to deal with this strike. This is a circular strike. So the angle of attack comes from outside to the inside. Think of a hurricane building, building, building. It's not too powerful right now, but as it builds momentum, it becomes more powerful. But as it continues on, that energy dissipates. So this is the strike. This is what's coming at you. When can you block it? I like to be able to shut it down before it happens. So before this fist gets out in front of this shoulder line, I would like to be able to get in and shut that down. So that's one thing you can think of. Work from a position of disadvantage. Be relaxed, breathe, visualize, use imagery, and see the attack coming in. See the cue of the hand dropping on the attacker to lift, to create momentum. See the hand pull back. See the shoulder pull back. Whatever that visual cue is that sets you so you can make your block. Don't wait for it. It'll be too late. It will overpower you. So let's move towards it. Let's attack the attacker. Turn prey into predator. Block. So now you're here. What do you have next? The rule is closest weapon to closest target. Take that hand. Take that back fist. Strike. Strike with a shuto. Strike, and if it's already there by the head, grab the head and the arm. Pull that in. Attach to it so you become one. Work your knee strike. Again, a position of disadvantage. Shut it down. Move in. Closest weapon to closest target. Hit. Grab. If you want to go into a clinch, go into a clinch. You want to go into a grab, go into a grab. Work your knees. Hold them against you. Don't have them out here. Shut it down. Strike. Maybe you go over the arm, maybe you go under for an underhook. Whatever it is, grab, pull it in tight. Work your knees. Work your knees. Work a sweep. Work a technique. Work a takedown. So think how you can work on your training. Just don't do your kata at home. Do your kata at home. But just don't do kata. Work a drill. Pull it apart. Think of a self-defense technique. Use imagery. Use visualization. Those will help you become a better karateka. Well, I hope this has been helpful. I can't wait to see you in the Zoom class. And I can't wait to see you back here in the dojo. All right, let's bow out. Kyosuke. Show me ni taishi. Show me ni. Right? Otagai ni taishi. Otagai ni. Right.
Sensei ni, right?
Domo. Arigato gozaimasu, sensei. Arigato gozaimashita. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thanks. And be optimistic.